ordinance would make it unlawful for a person practicing massage therapy to touch a client's or patient's private areas.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Massage parlors in Yakima are under watch. What the city has decided to do with them coming up.
Also, training sniffing canines in the Tri-Cities. We'll take you behind the scenes.
And later, updates to a popular dog park in Kennewick are now in the works. We'll have the latest there.
And Stacy is here as Memorial Day weekend is edging closer.
And a beautiful day outside from the Yakima Valley to the Columbia Basin. What's in store for your Memorial weekend? All the details coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
And a very good evening. Thank you for joining us here at Midweek. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redmond. It is May the 21st.
First at 5 o'clock, a new ordinance which provides law enforcement in Yakima with the necessary tools to identify establishments engaging in unauthorized sexual services at massage parlors is now in effect. The City Council voted on the resolution last night during their regular City Council meeting. The ordinance sets forth a framework aimed at detecting and preventing a range of regulatory breaches. Yakima detectives say by enforcing the standards, the city seeks to ensure a safe, reputable environment for both consumers and licensed practitioners alike. The new rule prohibits a massage business from operating between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. It also states that each massage therapist must be 18 or older and needs to be licensed or certified by the Department of Health.
Last month, an undercover operation was conducted, which resulted in 8 arrests for an offer and agreement of sexual services. We believe this operation highlights how big the problem actually is. Adopting this ordinance will assist law enforcement by providing more opportunity for oversight and make it difficult for businesses to establish themselves and provide illegal sexual services.
The ordinance also states that private parts cannot be touched. The resolution was adopted fast and passed with a vote of 7-0.
The Yakima City Council approved another resolution on Tuesday night authorizing funding for a brand new regional crash team. Data shows that Yakima County has a high rate of serious injury and deadly collisions, particularly in unincorporated and small rural towns. Right now, WSP, Yakima PD, and the Sheriff's Office are the only agencies in the region with technically trained collision investigators. But within the 3 agencies, there are a limited number of investigators and tools. So this project will allow all 3 agencies to form a new major collision investigation team. The total cost will be more than $80,000 for 1 year. Continuation is subject to funding availability and satisfactory progress. When it comes to fighting crime, some of the most important officers don't wear badges or even boots. In fact, they don't walk on 2 legs at all. With hundreds of millions of scent receptors, these canines can detect a range of explosives from TNT to homemade devices, making them one of law enforcement's most reliable tools. From airports to concert venues, these canine teams are trained to work in high-pressure situations, and it all starts with trust between the handler and the dog.
So we've got narcotics dogs and explosive detection firearm dogs here, and we set up scenarios that are reality-based, so we have to be out in non-training environments, new environments for the dogs.
The group hosts an annual conference with experts from across the continent, all to help these teams stay sharp and ready. This Friday, the handlers, along with their 4-legged partners, will take part in their final certification test, sniffing out trouble and helping to keep communities safe.
New tonight, the Pasco Fire Department responding to a residential structure fire on the 1700 block of West Hopkins Street in Pasco shortly before 3 p.m. A number of streets in the area were shut down, but they're back open now.
The fire was contained to the top of a dresser and was out when firefighters arrived. Looks like a candle was the cause, they say. So firefighters just wanted to remind everyone out there to be careful with candles. The residents were home when the fire started. Thankfully, nobody was hurt.
The city of Granger says the Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District informed them that recent repairs were not sufficient. SVID turned off irrigation access in response to a broken line located outside of the city limits last week. The city is now saying the outage is not within their control and the repairs will have to start over, taking a minimum of 2 days to complete. All right, the official start of summer is about a month away.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. So, what about that summer weather? I wonder when that will arrive. Let's check in with Stacy.
The unofficial start to summer is this weekend, as we all know, Memorial Day. Taking a look at this Yakima and Tri-Cities beautiful day. As we head towards the weekend, you'll definitely want to download the Apple Valley News weather app. Get that on your phone in case we find any thunder and lightning in the area. And that is a possibility as we move forward. Temperatures today nice and mild, again well below our average for this time of year. Winds have been nice and light, finally getting a break from some of those around the area, although it was a little breezier earlier today. Your evenings looking fabulous as well, 60s and 70s, down in the 60s, and you can see the clouds starting to build up as we are heading towards some showers thanks to this upper level system track that's going to come right across the Pacific Northwest. So late night, early showers tomorrow, then we'll start to dry up tomorrow afternoon. We're going to start warming up Friday and forward, and some of us flirting with the 90s, some of the warmest temperatures we've seen so far this year. I'll give you that weekend forecast and everything you can expect here in the next 24 hours. Austin, Wendy.
Turning now to Your Voice, Your Vote. On Tuesday night, Oregon voters had to decide on a number of important issues on the ballot.
Yeah, in our region, there were many important things to decide on for both Umatilla and Morrow County residents, from ballot measures to contested elections. Voter turnout, though, was especially low in Umatilla County, with less than 13% of people casting their vote. In the city of Umatilla, the $19.8 million bond to build a new police station failed to pass. Unofficial results show 58% of voters opposed the measure. The city will now have to explore other options to fund the project.
Meanwhile, in Milton Free Water, voters supported a $500,000 renewal levy to fund taxi transportation for seniors and people with disabilities. Just over 60% voted in favor, meaning the service will continue for another 5 years starting in 2026. Now, these are just some of the issues and measures. To see all the results, just head on over to applevalleynewsnow.com. Earlier today, we sat down with 2 state representatives to break down some of the key takeaways from this year's legislative session. While several bills made it through both chambers, including nearly $69 million secured for local projects, Representative Gloria Mendoza and another representative of the 14th District say not everything coming out of Olympia was good news. Some of the legislation, they say, could raise taxes and expand the state's authority, particularly when it comes to parental rights.
When you add an emergency clause, that's what it is. There is an emergency. There's a flood, there's a fire, there's an emergency that requires you to put an emergency clause on a bill. Now you're seeing emergency clauses on the Parental Bill of Rights.
Both lawmakers say they'll be keeping a close eye on how these new laws are implemented and say they'll be pushing for more transparency in next year's session.
In health news, if you bought a high chair on Amazon in the past couple of years, pay attention to this.
About 5,400 units of the Boiro Baby 4-in-1 high chairs are being recalled for safety hazards. The problems include a restraint system that can fail because it's not attached to the product. Also, the opening between the seat and the tray is too large and a child can get trapped in it. The chairs were sold on Amazon between October of 2023 and November of last year. If you have one, stop using it immediately and contact the company for a full refund. The crackdown on off-brand weight loss and diabetes treatment drugs is about to take effect, and that means supplies for the treatments are likely to tighten. A federal deadline to halt sales of these GLP-1 medications arrives this week. The off-brand products made by compounding pharmacies contain the same active ingredients of Ozempic, Wegovy, and others. The difference, though, they didn't have the stamp of approval from the Food and Drug Administration.
Well, the Tri-Cities is known for being dog-friendly, but if you're a pet parent, you know the options are a little limited when it comes to letting your pup run free. Right now, there is only one dog park in the Tri-Cities metro, but that's about to change. The new dog park at Columbia Park, right behind the Toyota of Tri-Cities Playground of Dreams, is about to take shape. It'll cover about 3.25 acres and include separate areas for small, medium, and large dogs. Crews have already begun work by setting up fence posts, and they even began digging up the dirt.
The large dog park portion of it is going to be quite a bit larger than the smaller dog portion of it, which makes sense. But yeah, we're excited. Regional dog park coming on in what I think is the best place in Tri-Cities in Columbia Park. So we can't wait to open it.
The park is expected to be open by the end of June, and if this goes well and the community wants another one, the city says they might just do that.
If you and the family are looking for a way to cool off, you might be in luck this Memorial Day weekend. Kennewick Parks and Rec is getting a jump on summer by opening up 3 of its 4 splash pads this Friday. The recirculating splash pad at Civic Park will open a day later on Saturday. The splash pads will be open daily from 9 a.m. through 7:30 p.m. starting Memorial Day weekend and running through Labor Day. Civic Park may have slightly different hours though, so be sure to check that out before heading out there. The recreation manager says splash pads are a great screen-free way for kids to enjoy the outdoors.
The great thing about splash pads, there's no media time, there's no screen time. It's a way to get children outdoors, recreating. Oftentimes they're next to a playground.
If you'd like to learn more about the locations and hours, just head on over to AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Apple Valley News Now live at 5 is just getting started. Still ahead, the Kennewick Police Department locates a man wanted for multiple warrants.
Plus,
Americans are actually going to spend the least amount filling up this Memorial Day.
will gas prices increase as we get closer to the weekend, though? We're on Pump Patrol.
And as we leave you to break, a live picture from Pasco, Stacy's back with your full First Alert weather forecast, so don't go anywhere.
So what do you think about these? We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing you an electrifying night with the iconic Grammy-nominated rock band Queensryche on Sunday, May 25th. Feel the energy and experience chart-topping hits like Jet City Woman and Silent Lucidity. Now's your chance to witness the unmistakable sound of one of rock's most celebrated bands, who've sold over 30 million albums worldwide. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Plus, every ticket is good for $5 free play. Queensryche at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
Jay Daly, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
The news at 5 continues with a crime alert just before 4:30 this morning. Kennewick police responding to the area of North Fruitland and West Grand Ron Avenue, locating a man they say had multiple warrants out for his arrest, including a felony warrant.
Officials tell us Heriberto Villarreal ran from officers into a home in the 500 block of West Entiat Avenue. They say Villarreal refused to come out, leading the Tri-City Regional SWAT team and K9 Ivan to provide assistance. KPD found him in the attic and arrested him on multiple charges, including resisting arrest. He was booked into the Benton County Jail.
Over the past week, Brown & Sons on Evans Street in Milton Freewater has been broken into 3 different times. Well, last night around 8, officers responded yet again and made contact with a suspect, 48-year-old Matthew Bodine Wise. He was arrested, but police say there are likely more suspects. Detectives are also working to recover stolen property in the excess of about $1,000. If you know anything, give police a call. All right, Americans will drive into summer with the lowest Memorial Day gas prices since the holiday weekend back in 2021.
Well, how about that, right?
Yeah.
Well, those lower gas prices come with good news and some anxious news about the overall economy. Karen Kaifa has the story from Washington.
Americans feeling the pinch of inflation and tariffs elsewhere can expect relief at the gas pumps this holiday weekend.
It's going to be the cheapest Memorial Day since 2021. But if you adjust for inflation and rising wages, Americans are actually going to spend the least amount filling up this Memorial Day since 2003, excluding COVID.
Gas prices dropping alongside U.S. oil prices, which have fallen about 20% since mid-January.
Typically, this is the time of year when we would see higher gas prices because the summer driving season is going to increase demand, but we're still paying less because of those lower crude oil prices.
Fuel tracker Gas Buddy forecasts the national average price of a gallon of gas on Memorial Day will be $3.08, 50 cents lower than last Memorial Day. But with that drop, a mixed economic picture, says Gas Buddy's head of petroleum analysis, Patrick DeHaan.
As goes the economy, as go gas prices. Right now, with the threat of tariffs and economic uncertainty, oil prices have faltered a bit, based on the fact that a slowdown in the U.S. economy would also mean a slowdown in consumption.
Low gas prices typically boost the mood of a consumer, and summer driving typically drives up a demand. But DeHaan says recent dips in consumer confidence could slow things down.
Some economic jitters and pessimism may be impacting American consumers. So some of those economic jitters and some companies making layoffs could be impacting the psyche of many American travelers this summer.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
But gas here in Washington and Oregon, a little bit higher, right? AAA does estimate more than 45 million people will travel between Thursday and Monday. That's almost 1.5 million more travelers than last year and would be a new record. Roughly 39 million people are expected to hit the roads.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And speaking of hitting the roads, the weekend, it's always dicey Memorial Day weekend at Pacific Northwest. It's looking really, really good this weekend. 68 degrees outside right now. Now we are starting to see those clouds move across the area. The winds at least are light and our feels like temperature is nice and warm at 75. But here comes that system we've been talking about. It's starting to move across the area. It's already bringing in moisture on the west side, and we're going to start seeing those showers developing through our region. Let's take a look at our futurecast. This is looking at from this morning on. Here's that cloud cover we're talking about. Here comes that first band of showers on this model. It's showing it coming down the Columbia River Gorge into the Tri-Cities by Thursday around 3 o'clock in the morning. You'll see more widespread, and it seems to be staying into the Yakima Valley and the Columbia Basin and kind of skirting around the foothills of the Blues. However, if this decides to move a little more to the east, we'll see more of that moisture closer to Walla Walla. Good news is we'll start drying out by tomorrow evening, and then things start to get nice and warm. Wind gusts have been nothing to speak about today. It's been nice and calm all through the area. The only place we're seeing a few gusty winds tonight are going to be in the foothills of the Blues, Morrow County area. Winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, and that's those gusts. Now tonight, temperatures once again on the mild side, on the warmish side. Actually, most of us in the 50s. 47 for Ellensburg, 50 in Yakima, 50 in Tri-Cities, in Walla Walla, 47 overnight in Pendleton. Temperatures are on the rise. Ridge of high pressure moves in right here, and you see it topping out way in the middle and upper 80s in the Yakima area, flirting or hitting 90 degrees for the first time this year. That could happen. Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Walla Walla will stay just under that at 89 degrees on Sunday. So nice warm weather on the way. The unofficial kickoff to summer with summertime temperatures. All right, for tomorrow, out the door you'll see some overcast conditions with some scattered showers in some areas. Hermiston, Walla Walla, we could continue to see some light showers in the afternoon for Ellensburg, but then things will start to pick up, or clear up, I should say, as we get into the later part of the day with sunnier conditions and temperatures on the mild side, 60s and 70s. So 30% chance of showers, overcast skies, and then we hit the sunny times, and look at that. That could be potentially the first 90-degree day of 2025 in our area. And yeah, nice and hot as we get into next week. All right, Yakima also seeing those showers tapering off later in the day with temperatures warming into the 80s as we head towards the weekend and just past the weekend. A little cool, look at that. We go from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s in Ellensburg. Wind still a little breezy up that way, but not as bad as we've been seeing for the last several weeks. Walla Walla also, showers there, should taper off later in the day, a couple of hours later than everyone else, but then clearing up and temperatures sitting just under 90. So that's when I say flirting with 90. You flirt, Walla Walla. All right, in Hermiston, we'll see some showers, and we could potentially hit 90 there as well. So a couple of us, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, we tend to be the warmer section of the Columbia Basin, could be hitting 90 for the first time.
Oh my gosh, are you liking it saying
90,
that?
okay, 90 with the boat out on the river, perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
90 just standing outside, no, it's hot.
Yeah,
So,
that's definite sunscreen weather.
there you go.
Well, Sunday is my daughter's birthday too. So,
Perfect.
And they
There you
love
go.
the hot weather.
The pool.
Yes.
All right,
that's
I'm coming over.
I know. Yeah, the 4 feet pool.
That'll be fun.
I know. For them,
Yeah,
they'll love it.
that'll be perfect.
All right, Stacey, thank you for that. Coming up next, we have tonight's Spotlight, so stay with us.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save and 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings.
See your community Chevy dealers.
It's a brave face we put on. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Don't want to be any trouble. But you know, sometimes we're not fine. Because getting older isn't all smiles and birthday parties. Sometimes it's facing the fact that we're human and we're aging. And you know what? That can be pretty hard. If you need a little support or just want to talk to someone, 988 is here for you. Anywhere, anytime. Call 988.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
All right, time for tonight's Spotlight at 5. It comes from the Pendleton Roundup. Out of an incredibly talented pool of artists from all across the U.S., Marcus McFetridge has been selected as the winner of the 2025 poster competition. As the Roundup prepares to celebrate 100 years of Wallace Smith's iconic bucking horse logo, Marcus offered a piece that didn't just look back, it carried the past forward. He's originally from the Tri-Cities and now lives in the Pendleton community. Congrats to him. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send me an email. A read at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Your Reason to Smile with Stacy is next, plus a final look at your forecast.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Fred's Appliance. Veteran founded, family owned, locally since 1962. Come check out what's on sale this Memorial Day, like this LG refrigerator with spacious French doors, smart cooling, and sleek stainless steel design. It's built for busy families, midnight snackers, and the serious organizers. 30% truckload savings on the fridge that has it all. At Fred's, we have thousands of items in stock, making us the smartest and most convenient choice. We're local, like you.
Welcome back to the quarterfinals, where the stakes remain as high as ever. A win for any one of you will guarantee you the top spot on the leaderboard. What do you think about that?
We all start at 0.
Jeopardy Masters, tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
Enter to win tickets to see Foreigner. Coming to Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days. Click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com or enter on our mobile app. Foreigner, Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days.
And of course, we wait for this every day, your reason to smile. And this one's pretty cute. Come take a look at your screen. Our friend Stu Malloy, he said, sunset in my Sunset Trail travel trailer. Can you see it? And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of travel trailers, the official kickoff to summer. Lots of people getting those out and getting ready to camp. So thanks for sharing that, Stu. QR code, top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV. Or you can go to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on that weather tab. It's all sponsored by our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. Come take a look at your screen now for your day tomorrow. It's a little bit not great. It's not terrible. And I don't think we're going to see any big downpours like we did on Saturday. However, there's some spotty showers coming through, and it could kind of linger late tonight into tomorrow morning in some of our areas. We'll start clearing by the late afternoon, and then we start to warm up, guys. Get ready for those 80s, and we saw 90 a couple of times in the forecast.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming soon. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for joining us.
World News is next. We're back at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.